Hello guys, welcome back to another episode of F1 2005. We are now to the penultimate race of the season, the Japanese GP. So, I just saw this. Change of position. So we've been now allowed to be the first driver in the team. You know, I kind of thought that we already were, to be perfectly honest. I didn't realise we had to get promoted, but that's cool. Doesn't really affect anything, I guess, really, but we've got to do our work now at the Japanese GP. Contract renewal. Okay, so wait, so do we have to accept that or what? I'm just not going to accept it because I want to go somewhere else maybe for the next season. I don't want to go all the way to the top because you've seen that would be a little bit unfair because I feel like the hardest difficulty in games is probably not quite hard enough, which is unbelievable for me to say because I normally play like F1 2018 or whatever on 100% difficulty and it goes all the way up to 120. I don't even know whether I play on 100 to be perfectly honest, probably like 95, but yeah. I'm surprised that I'm quicker than the fastest difficulty, but we are putting sort of stumbling blocks in the way, not to artificially do it, but just not basically touching the setup does definitely help. So, and also not doing any sort of practice, but I'm not throwing it. I know a couple of people did, I see in the comments saying I was trying to throw the race or whatever, but I'm not doing that. I want to score points, but I'm trying to just put a couple of stumbling blocks in the way just so that it's not me winning. Because if I use the setup, I don't even know if it's a glitch, but if I just use any sort of setup advantage, then I will basically win. I don't want to do that. I don't want to just be winning everything. So I'm making it a bit more of a challenge for myself by just using the standard setup. But I'm not very good at Japan on any game. Oh, slightly into the grass there already, but yeah, so ooh. Yeah, but I'm not expecting many great things from this track because I've always struggled here. We'll see though, because generally the place where I lose time is the straights, and there isn't so much of it here. It's a lot of twisty stuff, so I feel like we might be able to keep up. But at the same time, I'm a little bit all over the place in this opening lap. I've not done any practice. I've actually taken a couple of hours break since I last recorded the last episode. You know, I've got to do some university work as well, and I'm getting on top of that, which is actually quite good. So I'm actually freeing myself up a bit more than I thought I'd need actually. So that's good. It means I've got a little bit more time to make some videos, which I love. It definitely breaks up the days. All of the studying does get a little bit excessive sometimes, but nonetheless. Come on, don't spin it. Power away. Let's go. Okay then. Let's see what this lap time's like. I don't feel like it's going to be a particularly good lap time. I feel like it probably will be bottom half. Probably bottom quarter actually. I'd say maybe 15th or below. I can't see it being much quicker than that. I made a couple of mistakes in there. Most of it was lost in the first sector. That last sector wasn't too bad. So 139.5. Be interesting to see where that puts us, that's for sure. So 10th, okay, that's a little bit higher than I expected. I think I can get a little bit. The first sector, what? Those sector splits. I'm like 3 seconds slower in the first sector, nearly 4, and then a second quicker in the second sector. Oh, I'm going to drop time there, aren't I? Look, yeah, I'm going to go down to 14th. Okay, that makes a bit more sense. Looks like it's so much time in the first sector, though. Then how am I 2 seconds quicker than anyone in the last sector? I don't know. Oh, Jensen Button didn't set a lap time. Right, okay then. Let's qualify on Sunday. Okay, we can't change our pit stop. I'm not sure why sometimes it does that. Sometimes we're allowed to qualify. Sometimes we're allowed to change the fuel, and sometimes we're not. Okay, so we can definitely improve on that lap time. It's just by how much. We were losing a lot of time in the first sector, so that's where we know we can gain time. But then we also were incredibly quick in the last sector, so this is going to be an interesting turn of events, with obviously now race fuel on board as well. Okie dokie, so we're always going to be a bit heavier in the second session, so normally the second lap time is Well, it should be slower, but for us it's normally better because of course we've got the track experience where we're going into most of the qualifying one sessions blind now to try and make it a little bit more interesting. So yeah, it's been a much better lap though. This has been a really tidy start to this lap. That's very good. I'm happy with that. Ooh, not so happy with that. Touching the grass. Might have lost me a couple of tenths of a second, but luckily the physics of this game aren't quite as realistic as even the more modern day Formula 1 games. So I'll take that for granted right now. But the thing is with these classic games, of course, there's no runoff area. So if I go off the track, I'm touching the grass, I'm touching the gravel, I'm probably smashing into the barriers. So that's where I need to be careful. So up to 130R. Flat through there. That doesn't even seem like a challenge. It's weird. This has been a much better lap. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if this went quickest because we were losing so much time in that first sector before. I think we were 14th before, but that was a decent lap time for me there. I'm not sure how much time I gained, but I feel like I was a lot quicker. Yeah. I was quickest overall. What? Wait. So I was what's gone on there? Wait, not everyone's done, have they? Okay, that confused me. I was like, why am I first? Still a little bit unlegitimate. 5th place overall, but it sort of leaves us there or thereabouts. So Raikkonen, Schumacher, who's the champion, Barrichello, who's battling for 2nd place in the championship actually. He's actually equal on points, I think. So, interesting. Of course, Button only doing 1 lap time there in the 2nd session, so that means he is starting last. Okay. Let's go then. Quit the session and race. The Japanese GP is coming right up. So that's a little bit better than expected. Is that our best qualifying since we've switched over to not using any sort of setup? I think it might be actually. What are these camera shots? I don't... Wait. To be fair, it's interesting. They went to that extra mile to get each, niche from each nationality now, which is quite cool. Right, so Carter Cairns our teammate again. What is going on? I'm very confused. Montero is being a big lad. Why has he been fired? Imagine if Carter Cairns comes and gets points though. Right, this is a sight we haven't seen for a couple of races. I'm going to try not to do anything too silly here. I think we might have been quickest out of that 2nd qualifying session though. A couple of you guys did say it'd be funny to see a Jordan battle for a victory, so I guess that's what we're going to see what's going to happen here. Right. I don't know whether I'm going to really be able to follow them through these sections because I don't want to get too close to them because I don't want to smash into the back of them. Wait, what's happening with the audio? Did you hear that as well? Like the audio settings seem really weird. It's like my car. I can hardly hear my own car. I don't know, very weird. Very weird. Anyway, we're up to 4th place. Barrichello's just in front. Oh, no! Oh my goodness, nearly in the barriers. How do I not make that mistake in 2 qualifying laps and do it on the first lap of the race? I guess maybe slightly more fuel in the car has maybe changed something. I just don't understand why my audio level is so low. You can probably hear it as well. I mean, I assume it's no different for you than it is to me, but that is very odd. I literally haven't done anything. I've literally been speaking since qualifying, so I'm not sure what's going on there. Like a little glitch, I think, maybe, with the audio. But it sounds like I'm driving a Formula E car right now. My engine volume is very low. I'm literally just driving around in my yellow Formula E car. It's all nice and quiet. Oh, what's going on there? Then as soon as we get near to another car, broom. Yeah, so something's going on there with the audio, but I'll just go on with it. So somebody's already retired from this race, down to 19 cars already. So Fernando's 1.3 ahead. Mark's just behind me here, so he's not losing too much time to me. But I feel like let's try and maximise this first sector now. This is where I think we can be strong. We lost so much time in our first qualifying outing round here, and we were much quicker in our second outing. So this is probably where we were losing all the time. Nice. Going through here. Why can I do... Okay, I'm on the grass now, but I seem to be able to do that much better on this game than I can do on any other Formula 1 game, which is very odd. But we're definitely catching up to Fernando. Oh my goodness, same corner! Again! What is going on? I honestly don't know. I'm not doing that on purpose. Don't let anyone say that in the comments section down below. I'm not doing that on purpose. Just so weird. The same corner. I'm trying to be too quick through there. Alright, we got... Oh, there's the oil down on the track right there. So my Formula E car's doing pretty good up against all these... Is this V10 era still? I think it was, wasn't it? V10 era. It was V8 into 2006, I think. Except Toro Rosso, who were using a V10, I think. Right. Powering away down the back straight. It's so weird. What's going on here? But Fernando, 1.7 ahead. I think we can catch up to him. I think we can catch up to him. Not if we outbrake ourselves, though. That first sector we should be able to close in, but it's just this straight here. We lose so much time. And someone's in a... Oh, that's a retirement, isn't it? It's not someone pitting. But as long as we don't get overtaken down to the first corner, that's good. And that means that we can maximise our run through the S's here. To be fair, if you can nail this section of Formula 1 in a Formula 1 car, it's such a rewarding sector, but I just can't do it on any other game. Maybe I just need the arcadey physics to be helping me. I was wondering why there's a house there. I always just like wondering why that was there, but now it makes sense to me. That's the box, isn't it? That's the pit lane thing to warn you to come to the pit lane this lap. Why did that never clock before? Right, not this corner again. Brake better, Alex. There we go. He's mastered it. He's gone through there. Gained a bit of time on Mr. Mark Webber as well. So now to catch up to Fernando, hopefully. Let's see. I don't know whether we will actually. It's been quite consistent throughout. We've definitely lost the gap to the Ferraris and the leading McLaren. Might have to do like a car swap in the garage as well. Like do that in Formula E. Another mechanical. Sorry, it's not mechanical. It's a slippery surface lag, isn't it? So who is that? I don't think that's one of the leaders because we'd have gone past them by now. But down to 18 cars. That's a bit too eager on the grass there. But yes, we're pitting this lap. Where's the pit lane entry? It is there. Right, there you go, slows it down for us. I feel like we still lose a lot of time on pit entry. Right, let's get ready to mash the circle button, but not too early like we did in one of the recent races. It was Brazil actually, I think it was the last race, wasn't it? I pressed it too early. Circle. Circle square. Good. Nice. We're going to come out in P7, so we come out the pit lane still in the points. I'm happy with that. That's good. I think, oh, slightly on the grass there. That's a pretty decent pit stop though. We pulled away a lot. I think Martin Webber came in behind us, didn't he? We pulled away a lot from him. So this might be enough to undercut. I'll tell you that. That might be enough. The Jordan boys are doing a super pit stop there. Fair play to them. And of course, I'm just thinking about this. We've only got one race to go after this one. So this could be our penultimate race with the team. I would like to move on because even though I realise we're completely outperforming the realistic performance of this car, I feel like if we have a little bit more performance, we might be able to. I want to go for the championship. I want to go for the championship. So if I go to a midfield team, hopefully with the advancement over the AI that I normally have, I should be able to have a nice little battle with them. So maybe if I go to someone like Toyota, that might be quite a nice little interesting battle. We'll see. I'll see what my options are at the end of the season. But oh no. What was that, Alex? What was that? Pathetic driving. But yes, I wouldn't be opposed to going to one of the top 3 teams, the McLaren, the Ferrari or the Renault, but I would probably say that would be too easy. Why is Mark Webber like 90 seconds behind me? What's going on there with the timing? So many glitches in this race, I'll tell you that. Alright, so I'm assuming they're pitting this lap. Whoever we were closing down. I see a Ferrari in the pit box. And, oh yeah, we were out ahead of a Ferrari anyway. Okay, so we've not actually gained much time on Fernando there. Oh, I'll tell you what though, he's going to have cold, well, he's not really going to have that cold tyres, but he's going to have colder tyres than me. And he's going to have cold brakes, so we're definitely closing in on him. Go on. No! Oh, it's too many mistakes in this race. We're in P4. Wait. So this is for a podium! So someone's had a mistake, haven't they? Because we were only battling for P5 before, I swear. So this is for a podium. This could be our first podium. Come on, Jordan! They did it in real life in 2005, didn't they? With the 100% legit USGP. But let's see whether we can do it sort of for real in the Japanese Grand Prix. That was one of the weirdest races of all time. I'm kind of looking forward to, if we do a full season of this, doing that USGP and just seeing the memes. We're just going to bring back memories, to be perfectly honest, because I remember watching that race and just being like, what on earth is going on? Because I was still relatively new to Formula 1 back then, but we're side by side now with Fernando. Oh, this isn't going to go well, is it? Both go flat out, both paying each other the respect each other deserves. And we're through, we're into the podium positions. I can't quite believe it. 1 lap to go to try and fend off this Renault for a memorable podium position. Wow. Michael Schumacher is 5.5 seconds up the road. He's already wrapped up the championship, so that doesn't matter. But it's kind of about who's second place in the championship. And I think that might go to... It's probably going to go to... who's it? Montoya? No, I think it's Raikkonen. One of the McLarens, I think, was equal second in the championship with Barrichello. So let's see. Let's see. Last lap of this one. Only a couple of retirements in this race as well. Not quite as many as we had in one of the recent races. Was that Belgium, where I think nearly half the grid retired? Yeah, not quite those levels yet. But, you know, still got time. Still got half a lap. Still got half a lap for another 7 or so people to retire. Oh, that wasn't too clever. Slightly touching the grass, but we're away. I'm loving playing this game. That first episode I was like, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if this is going to work out, but I'll tell you what, this last couple of episodes have been very fun, and I've really enjoyed it. It's a completely different style of gaming to more modern day, especially for me, because I've sort of switched over to the PC and using the steering wheel, and yeah, it's very different. You're definitely two different creatures. This and something like R Factor, for example, which is about hyper-realism, and something like iRacing and or Assetto Corsa, for example. Yeah, it's interesting. Ooh, slightly late on the brakes, but that was a good last lap. We kept Fernando behind, and the most quiet Formula 1 car of all time comes across the line to secure a podium for Jordan. We've done it. We have done it. Oh my goodness. I think that was a win for Kimi Raikkonen. Good stuff. Hey. Sato Montoya Alba's retired. There we go. 6 points. We are now 10 points behind Coulthard, so we're not going to have to get past him. So we sort of rocketed up to 9th place in the standings, and we're going to stay there for the rest of this season. But I'm still happy. 29 points is pretty good for the races that we have done. And yeah, still Minardi haven't scored. See, they should have signed me. Are we going to get a podium ceremony? I think we might do. Oh, what? I thought we were going to get a podium ceremony. That's disappointing. Oh, yes, we are! Yes! Yes! Celebrations with the lads. Oh, that is so cool. Oh wow. I'm just standing back on the podium because I'm like, I can't believe this is happening to me. That's kind of weird that you know, we've had lots of up and downs in this series so far. We've had some really good results, but the podium hasn't really come our way, and I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of surprised that this came here of all places. So that's it. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. As always, please drop a like on the video if you did enjoy it, and subscribe if you're new. It really does help me out. And of course, if you haven't hit the notifications bell, that also is very important on modern day YouTube. So thanks for watching. See you guys around soon. It's been AlexZAfRo. Goodbye.